Buyurun. Ulamanida.
At least breakfast was there. Okay. We have some here. Yeah? Good evening. Yeah, that is good. Welcome. Parliament, this is your parliament. I've been seeing some as if they want to run away. Yeah? This is your parliament. Feel free. That's why I was asking, whoever is not comfortable, just say, I'm not comfortable, and we help you out. Hey, my friend, if you feel still not comfortable, you excuse, then you can be like that. Okay, don't suffocate yourself. Okay. For those who are are we together? So Parliament is examinable. I think even last PLOE we had like 10 questions. 5 questions. Just imagine. At least when you come to Parliament and you hear from Parliament itself, it's very difficult for you to forget. Are we together? And even here you see even more information. Are we together? Yes. So we have a playful. Yes. That
is institutional parliamentary meetings
is an institution where parliamentary meetings are chaired. Yes, if you are talking now, describing now the place. That's what you mean. Yes.
Parliament is a place where members represent the constituencies meet and debate the issues concerning their
Thank you. I didn't get your name, by the way. We have a tie. We have Aaron. No, you are here. Then, madam. Juliet is just the one. Juliet is the one. Put the video there. Akalo. Akilo. Akilo Juliet. Then Robert. We have Otai. We have Teko. We have Akilo. We have Muko.
Deputy Speaker.
Who is the Speaker of Parliament first? Who is the Speaker of Parliament? Who is the Speaker of Parliament? So that's it. She also here.
Felicia. You gave us
That one.
Right Honorable Anita Amo Anita.
Are we together? My friend, I think it's just simple. So then who is the Deputy Speaker of Parliament? This is not an exam anyway. Who is the next person for parliament? Fredisha, I think you are the one who can let the person now. Where is the head? Yeah, next week.
All the former head boy, who are the former
We have the
head boy, head boy,
former head boy.
Immediately former.
Immediate former head boy, can you tell us? The deputy speaker of parliament.
I think he has forgotten it.
Always say something about it, yeah.
We are going to reach him. We are going to go back to Qatar. Yes.
Prime Minister of Uganda is Honorable Nabanja Robina.
Honorable Nabanja Robina. Only that even for the Prime Minister, you have to add Right Honorable. Are we together? So you add Right Honorable Robina Nabanja. Then the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Thomas Dayewa. Are we together? Those who need to know. Are we together? Yeah? Then who is the leader of opposition? Who is the leader of opposition? Apuuton just here.
You know, Uganda now we're in a democratic type of government. Right in the leader of opposition, then leader of government.
Who is the leader of opposition? Oh, my friend, you are trying, right? You stand up. And you have the answer. Then,
Who is the leader of opposition in parliament?
the leader
of
of
opposition.
Have you heard of that statement?
Opposition.
Have you heard of it? Who has ever heard of opposition in parliament? Who has ever? You have never? All of us? You have ever? What do you know about opposition? The person who? The person who disagrees. Not necessarily. Yeah? Although that is what is universally known, but not necessarily. I think she's having a better idea. Yeah? A party that is competing. Yeah? Mama, thank you. You said your name is? Nancy?
Nice.
Hey, nice singer. Smile. Thank you, Smile. Yeah? So, in parliament, we have government and then opposition. Of course, government, you know the ruling party. Not so. Do you know the ruling party? Smile, do you know the ruling party? What is that? Then we also have opposition political parties. Now in parliament we have parties, we don't have only one party in opposition. Are we together? Friends, are we together? Yeah? We have different opposition political parties in parliament. And those opposition political parties have a head. Yeah? The person who heads them is the leader of. But are we together? Oh, we must go and have lunch, then we come back. Yeah?
But you are not lively.
Yes, the seat of it.
So we have very many political parties in parliament, opposition political parties. Name them the National Platform, FDC, Forum for Democratic Change, Democratic Party, People's Progressive Party, we have UPC. Do you?
Yes.
Who participates among us? Who participates in our school debates? Mama, thank you. Mama, for you. I have influential. I didn't get your name.
Tadeo Omomi.
Omomi. Tadeo. Yes, Tadeo, Fresha, you and my friend here. Only 3 of us. The rest are just spectators. Eh? Now for the 3 of us, you see what happens in your debates. They say here is only the terms that change. I'm very sure also in Parliament, we have government, for you have proposals. In Parliament, we have the opposition, for you have opposers. Yeah? I don't know in your debates whether they also face each other. Or you say they are the same side. Yeah? They face opposite. Yeah? Now, where the chairperson sits in the middle. In your debates, not so. Then on the right, the proposers, then on the left, opposers. So the same setup here. Are we together? Only that now the difference is coming in, for you don't have ministers. In Parliament we have ministers who sit in front benches on either side. For you don't have ministers, not so. Or even ex-officials. In Parliament we have ministers on either side. Government we have government ministers. Opposition we have opposition ministers. Those are not five different benches on either side. Are we together? Then of course you have identified where the speaker sits or the chairperson. My friend. Are we together? Now for you have secretary. In Parliament we have the clerk of Parliament. Have you heard of the clerk of Parliament? Anyway. Who has ever? Who has ever heard of the clerk of Parliament? My friend, you have been here. What do you know about the clerk of Parliament?
Clerk of Parliament is in charge of recording parliamentary proceedings.
Thank you. Why you ask a prefect? Have you been to Parliament before? No. But you follow Parliament. You follow Parliament. Madam. So, what he has given us is the role of the clerk of Parliament. Have you heard? What does the clerk of Parliament do? Yes, my friend here. Yes, the one who wants to listen. What is the role of the clerk? My friend, you are proposing? Record parliamentary proceedings. Now, in Parliament also, we have, but still, then we cannot even compare. For example, ex-officials. Not so. For you, you don't have. I don't know where the teachers qualify. Whether ex-officials or those who are an adjudicator. Yeah. Whether they are the technical. In Parliament, you have the political side, then you have the technical side, which is the staff. Now, importance of Parliament. Of course, some are wondering why we are sitting up. Up is for strangers. If you are not a member of Parliament, if you are not the president, if you are not the vice president, if you are not the prime minister, you are a stranger in Parliament. Are we together? And now for us strangers, we sit up here. This space is called the gallery. Now for me and you, for us, we are very ordinary. You see where we are sitting? That is where we sit. But of course today, this side, where I'm standing and my colleague are in a section of us. Now this one is a VIP. But you still remain strangers. But it's only for today, today's session. Are we together? So we just take you through this so that you don't get lost when you happen to come to Parliament. Parliament is a free area. Come anytime, provided it's a working day. Are we together? Only that today you have come when there's no sitting. Parliament doesn't sit on Friday. Are we together? And I think I've talked a lot. I think it's the time also for you to talk. My way of questions. Now, do we have questions? We have. Now, at this point, I will call my colleague to hit on the things that I could have left out. Although I
mess is put, okay? A mess, even last year, what is the mess? A mess is carried by the sergeant at arms, okay? A mess is an important instrument, and it gives power to the speaker, okay? It is bronze coated. It is a glittering object. If you have ever seen during the State of the National Press, who was very keen, who watched TV, is coming. The speaker is the speaker and the classmate are coming to Parliament. It is the sergeant at arms who is in the front and he carries what? The mess. So what is the role of the sergeant at arms? Is to carry the mess. And he is a security officer of who? It's Parliament. And he's the one in charge. But a sergeant at arms is not one person. It is a department. And officers who work inside there are called sergeant at arms. Are we okay? Yeah. So those are a few highlights. So Parliament belongs to three arms of government. We have the executive, the judiciary. Where does Parliament belong? Parliament belongs where? Legislation. So all in all, yes? Legislation goes back to legislation. Goes back to legislation. Another trial.
Advise the government on political issues.
Advise the government on political issues goes back to representation. Now that's the third role of Parliament, is it? Representation, okay? One is legislation to make laws. Two is budget approval and appropriation. Three is representation. Then fourth is oversight, okay? After distributing money at Apuuton primary school, we gave you 10 million for the construction of the community. It's just the house. So after how many years? 3 years construction. Now the community owner, maybe back comes, we gave you money for construction of the house. Where? The collector, the president who a member of the construction committee, sure the house, he did use this money. Just like that, okay? So I think other issues will come in the audience. Then up here, you might wonder who is up here? The religious leaders. Up here, in 3 pages, right? Hi. We welcome questions, but don't be in a rush because the time is not about that. So we are going to have questions from pupils first. Then we shall give you a few questions which are then recorded. Yes. And be audible. That question is very common. Okay, I will have the question. Another question? Yes. What is the name of the clerk of Parliament? Honorable Westgate. If I finish, I want to finish that one because that one is just keep question. And do you have a set of questions that you have come with? No.
I read the instruction that there is no strict laws about it. But how can this happen? And lead them to make sure that the police like that. How can this happen?
How can they sack you?
Yeah.
Strictly no applause. That instruction is for us people who are in the gallery. When members are down, they are allowed to debate, okay? For us, strictly no applause, no nothing. When you are up, when members are debating from down, we are not supposed to participate because we are not members of parliament, okay? We did not take the oath of allegiance, we were not elected, we have just come to see you, okay? Now, the president is not a member of parliament. Yeah? According to the constitution of the Republic of Uganda, the school law of our country, okay? We mandates the president to come to parliament only twice, unless otherwise he or she is invited by the speaker. One, during the State of the Nation address, remember, where the president addresses the nation through parliament, on the 6th of June 2024, who was attending? That was the State of the Nation, where the president addressed the nation through parliament. We're in Colorado. Then during the budget speech on the 13th of June, every 13th of June, the president is mandated by parliament and by law to read the national budget. But fortunately, he delegates it. The national budget is supposed to be read by the president, but he delegates it to his minister, but specifically Minister of Finance. So, in the instant that the president is like, I want you to be attentive on me. From 28 to 29, 30 years, during the bullshit, the president is likely to be there. So if the president happens to be in this house, they remove, that canopy is removed, then his chair, his special chair is placed on the right-hand side, because it's from the government side. He's placed on the right-hand side of the speaker, okay? Then when the president is there, it means all the three arms of government, the judiciary, legislature, and executive must be present in the house. So, the judiciary, the chair of the judge, the chief justice, always present put on the left-hand side of what? Of the speaker. So if the president is in the house is still being controlled by what? By the speaker. He does not take charge of what? The speaker's responsibility. Not until the speaker gives him chance to speak. Okay, next question. What is the right definition of parliament?
Who gave us the definition of parliament? I think it was Andy.
Who gave us the who defined the parliament?
Teko, I think it was. Yes, it was Teko.
Give us the definition of parliament.
Parliament is a place where members representing constituencies come and debate the issues concerning about their constituencies.
You can see. That is the right definition of parliament. You should also get your definition like almost. Parliament is where I go down. It is an legislative arm of body. Come, okay? That is the shortest. But you don't have that. But you go to the other lady. There is you can come with more. But you leave the party. You don't have space here. We have the space. Go and start from there. Learn, I don't know. And I will not that. Ugandan Speaker of Parliament, when we got independence, okay? So he was succeeded by Edward Rugumayo, this was the chairman, National Executive Council. Then Honorable Alexander B. Weber, during the time of war, when this man ruled he was a speaker during the time of Idi Amin. But in 1971 to 1979, there was no parliament, okay? The 80 years parliament went into abeyance. It means President Idi Amin abolished what? Parliament. Though the building remained, but there were no members of parliament. So when Idi Amin was overthrown, we had the three chairpersons of the National Consultative Council, okay? Then after 1980, after the elections, we had Francis Patricia becoming the speaker during the time of Obote II, when Obote II came back, okay? So when Obote was overthrown, Museveni came in as the Speaker of Parliament from 1986 to 1996. NRM ruled for 10 years, okay? Under the legal notice number 1, that allowed NRM first to rule for 10 years without election. So President Museveni was deputed by Honorable Alhaji Moses Kigongo. So he did not chair most of the parliamentary proceedings. It was Alhaji Moses Kigongo who chaired. So after the 1996, we had election, the first election. After the Caravana State years, we had the first election in 1996. So parliament, the parliamentarians now, you know, an MP, a speaker is voted, is elected among members of the parliament. So the MPs were voted and elected. Honorable James of Kamulo as they are member of parliament. But he just presided over the house for 2 years. It was appointed as a political commissioner. So another election was declared at the flag, and we had the Honorable Francis. Unfortunately, all these two people have died. Honorable Francis Ayume came in 1998 to 2001. So they kept on there. We kept on having elections after every 5 years, every 5 years, every 5 years, okay? We had election every 5 years, after every 5 years. 5 years, we had a speaker. When I was second, from 2001 to 2006. Then 2006 to 2011, we had 10 years. Then he was first of all deputizing Honorable Francis Ayume, but when Honorable Francis Ayume passed away, he now became the speaker in 2001, 2010 for 2000. He was replaced by Honorable Rebecca Adwala, who was a deputy to him for 10 years. Then when his tenure got finished, he became what? The speaker. Not until 2021. 2021, we had a short stint of the late Honorable, who ruled for only 1 year, but he has been a deputy speaker for 10 years, okay? From here, we have who? The Right Honorable? Right Honorable Anita Mong was a deputy speaker for one year, but now when Honorable Olanya died, she's now a full. Are we together? The current Speaker of Parliament is here. You read it properly. The current Speaker of Parliament is called
Right Honorable Anita Among.
And she's MP for where? Bukeria district. So down here are former Vice President, okay? Are you okay? Yes. About that. There. About that. Now we are going to do it. Honor. You go in the front there. Whoever will do. Over we start from. Oh yeah. We have the Mutesa one. We have Apuuton to Obote. We have Idi Amin Dada. Plus the rest, okay? Other pictures are up there in the second floor. But because of our numbers, we cannot go to the second floor. We are very many, okay? Thank you for listening.
Children, the green book is here for prayers. You can see it's written in prayer here, green in general. General. Don't say
Can I have 3 boys, 3 girls? 3 boys, 3 girls. 3 boys, 3 girls.
Online.
3 boys, 3 girls.
My name is Sumaya, a pupil from Apuuton Primary School, Kataku District. My first experience in Parliament is that it motivated me to study hard so that I also represent my district at one time, to stand in a crowd and speak confidently. Actually, I would like to be a pilot, but also, as they say, doing variety of things makes life interesting. So it creates no big difference if I were also working in Parliament.
Thank you. I am Ewasi Simon, head teacher at Apuuton Primary School. Today we had a big day for our candidates of Apuuton Primary School. We have visited quite a number of places. We started with the airport, that is Entebbe International Airport, where we really learned a lot. We learned how our candidates were able to see how the aeroplanes take off, how they land. They learned quite a number of things, and this has inspired them. After that, we moved it to the zoo, whereby we also learned and saw different kinds of animals. We learned their the period they can last, and then also we learned quite a number of things that have really inspired our learners. After that, we came up to the Parliament. As we talk right now, we are in the Parliament of Uganda, whereby we were well received, and our candidates have really got inspired, and most of them are now willing and saying they have to work hard so that they also reach these places, more so the airport and the Parliament. I felt to send our gratitude to all our parents. This is a very tremendous day. They have really given our learners more exposure, and we encourage the subsequent classes who are also to join maybe the candidate classes and other classes to continue making this small contribution and enable their learners to get more exposure. Our thanks also go to our Vice President, Toto Jessica Alupepel, for giving us that chance and trying to request for us to access the Parliament. Toto, we really thank you so much, and we continue blessing. May the Heavenly Father continue blessing you for your endeavors. Thank you so much.